Let's bring you some breaking news this hour. MPs dealing with the Robert McBride matter say they're being threatened. They've allegedly received threatening texts and emails. Our senior reporter, Annika Larson, is at Parliament. She joins us now for an update on this story. I mean, Annika, this is an incredibly worrying turn of events, perhaps not altogether surprising, though, just given the sensitivity of this decision that is before Parliament's Police Portfolio Committee.
It's certainly taking the temperature up a notch of what's been a fairly heated debate over the past few days, as the Police Portfolio Committee, which usually is a very bipartisan committee and tends to not buy into party lines, has been cleaved over the past few days as they draft this report on recommendations as to whether Becky Cele was correct in not extending unilaterally the contract of Robert McBride as the head of IPID. The chair opened the meeting this morning saying he was very concerned and alarmed at several WhatsApp messages and emails which have been received threatening and intimidating MPs from certain individuals and lobby groups. The implication being from an email read out from one Mr. Paul O'Sullivan, who says he acts for Forensics for Justice, that he intends to conduct a full forensic investigation on all MPs sitting on this committee, as they are, to quote as was read out, a bunch of crooks, and we are not going to allow state capture too. Please provide all the ID numbers and details of MPs in this committee so that we can investigate them and make sure that they are forensically sound financially and not living beyond their means. The chairperson and committee members, DA members, are not in this committee at the moment. They're attending caucus, but one committee member saying that they want they want their own security. They see this as a threat against the institution. The matter must be referred to both the police and the National Assembly Speaker, Baleka Mbete, and one MP saying that this is part of a third force trying to destroy democracy.
So, Annika, we've not, by the sounds of things, gotten to the crux of what the Police Portfolio Committee should have been dealing with just yet this morning.
We've just come out to give you this news, but they're going through it page by page now. They've been up all night drafting the report. I think it's going to be a pretty clear vote in Becky Cele's favour. The ANC has been fighting very hard for Robert McBride not to have his stay extended by another 5 years, and the DA is saying that this has just been because he's dealing with politically sensitive issues and he's about to expose very high-profile members of the ANC. The ANC MPs who are very against McBride could be either one, really believing that McBride's conduct is improper and not the kind of behaviour one should have for the head of IPID, or they could be towing the ANC party line and agreeing with Becky Cele, or they could be trying to push themselves to the top of the ANC list ahead of the elections in order to secure a seat. So there is a lot of interpolitics in Parliament that is going on in this committee, as well as at a national level, but there is also the merits of the actual case, which is whether Becky Cele has the right to unilaterally extend or not extend McBride's contract.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll let you get back in there, Annika, since that session is still underway. Our senior reporter, Annika Larson, live to us from Parliament. There it is, our breaking news story this hour. Francois Beerkman, the head of Parliament's Police Portfolio Committee, describing several MPs dealing with this McBride matter, receiving threatening emails and texts, as Annika Larson has just been describing to us.